Hello. Today, we are going to be doing something fun. I don't know, I've done it before, so I love doing this, and I hope that you guys like me sharing it with you guys. But today, got 2 more Lego sets. So we got the Sith Trooper Battle Pack and the Mandalorian Battle Pack. I don't know, these guys look pretty cool. I had to get them before they kind of go out of, I don't know, they stop selling them, because this is honestly the second sequel era Lego I've ever bought. The first one was the battle on Starkiller Base with Rey and Kylo Ren. I don't know, it's been tough for me to get into the sequel era, but I mean, I do appreciate some of it. Some of it is rough, granted, but I mean, it's Star Wars, some of it is gonna be rough. But yeah, so let's get to this build. So, these boys. Which one should we pick first? Which one? I'm gonna save this one for last because I'm excited for the Mandalorian ones. The Sith Troopers, I mean, like, they look awesome, but I mean, Mandalorians are just, they're so cool, and we all love the Mandalorian. So, let's do the pop. Pop! There she is. It's not really much of a pop, but it's certainly a good way. I wish it did pop, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so, just flip this open. Schmickety schmack. Slide these boys out. This is a small pack for sure. It's definitely, they definitely do this for the minifigures more so than the actual pack. It's interesting to me that Hasbro has such a hold on the action figure of Star Wars stuff. Alright, so let's just open these bad boys up. I normally use the box to hold all the pieces in, but considering how little pieces there are, I mean, I'm not too concerned about that. So, first things first, we're going to build these jet troopers. I think these jet troopers are super cool. I don't know if you guys have played Star Wars Battlefront at all, but I love playing the First Order jet troopers. The way they fly, it's just super fun. But that's just my opinion. So we got 2 of these boys. So we got their legs on. Let's see. So we gotta put their jetpack on. Apparently there's a piece you can put on. Okay. So it's got this cool little print on it. It's actually pretty cool. Snap, shippy snap, and their helmet, I think, is just the coolest part. I mean, okay, I'll get to zoom in now, because, like, I mean, look at this boy. Look at him. Oh gosh, just so pretty. Okay, and you guys don't need to see the gun, because, like, the guns for these boys they're the basic stud shooters, you know how that works. Okay, slip on this guy's jetpack. I like how they add 2 of them, because these guys are probably the coolest of the pack. Love that. Now it's interesting to me that Lego has been very, I mean, they only include these like pale skinned heads. I understand that it's definitely something that they probably aren't too concerned about, but with how focused on diversity Lego is, I mean, not Lego, Disney, I'm surprised they don't require them to try to include some more diverse minifigures, but especially since a lot of the First Order stormtroopers were pretty diverse. I mean, we saw that in Rise of Skywalker, all those defective stormtroopers. Alright, we're gonna build... Might as well just build all the stud shooters, honestly. These boys. I never really know if I like the stud shooters or I hate them. I definitely like the OG just blasters. I mean, because it's cool, the functionality of like how you can shoot things on a lot of these ships and the spring-loaded missiles and stuff on their ships. They're really cool. It's just I don't use them too much, truthfully, just because these guys stick for display. But of course, kids also like to use these, so good for them. All right, here we have our officer, our First Order officer, or the Final Order. Forgive me. I know that it's the Final Order. It's pretty dark. Maybe I'll try to lighten it up in post, but yeah, there he is. That's pretty cool. And then we got our classic Sith trooper right here. She cute. The one of the battle packs that I really wish that I would have gotten was the Old Republic Sith Trooper pack, because those guys are really cool, and I mean, it surprised me that they put it in a battle pack, because I mean, those guys seem like they'd be a pretty tough guy to make. Oh, I didn't realize that they wanted this boy to have this little back here for his gun, if you can see it. Smack. Looks like a bazooka, honestly. It's funny to me. Alright, so now we got these boys. We start building this, I don't know, this speeder? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's a speeder. Alright, so we got this. We got 1, 2, 3, baby. 1, 2, count with me. 3, I said 3, but it's 4. 4. Okay, boom, wow. Congratulations, you're smart. But no, yeah. Man, I've looked at starting to maybe try to build some like really old sets by through Bricklink, just because the way they give you can get the Lego instructions online for free, and then just buy the parts cheaper on Bricklink. It's a very interesting tactic that I've discovered that a lot of people do. I want to do it for the Republic dropship. If you don't know what that set is, go look it up. It's one of the coolest sets from the Clone Wars series, and it's super expensive now. Like, I think you could probably get it for like $700 to $1,000. And it just because of how many pieces are in it, but it's a cool like dropship. It's like, I think like the Republic gunship and the ATTE mashed together so that the gunship can pick up and drop the ATTE. It's really, really cool. But sadly, I never got my hands on it because I was a child when it came out. There was no way my parents were buying that. Not for me. I thankfully did convince them to get me ATTE when I was younger. But alas, I could not get them to get me that. Yeah, I mean, if you can't tell, the Clone Wars is probably my favorite era. So, I mean, just the gunships, the clones are cool. I mean, I truthfully think they're cooler than stormtroopers, just because of their design. And the TV series really just made such a cool little. It made it a cool analysis of the clones and kind of humanizing them, making them more not likable, just more human-like, and somebody that you could relate to. It's really, really kind of beautiful. Okay, so I see here we put this boy on here. Oh gosh. Schmack. This boy here. Schmack. And then this boy, on the 4 studs right in the middle. Boom. Smack. Oh, it's already turned into something. Oh, this is a thick boy. Thick boy. And thick boy. Boom. She is loaded on. Okay, so now we put on these boys. These boys. This is gonna be a quick build. I mean, we're already like halfway finished. Smack. I'm glad we have 2 of them because this would have been really fast. And I want to stay with you guys just a little longer. But that's just me. Hopefully you guys want to stay with me a little longer too. Smash. Let me know. I've been thinking about, because I do a lot of photography, so I've been thinking about doing like cool cinematic shots of like my Lego guys, kind of making them really cool. Add some cool effects in the images and Photoshop and stuff, and maybe do some, like, add some gravel and stuff, make it really cool. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that would be pretty cool. Feel free to let me know. Together. Oh. Alright. Kada. Yeah, we're nearly finished with this. Oh man. So maybe sometimes I build these too fast. Or maybe not. Who's to say? I really love just building these. I'm curious if I could get the CS edition of the Millennium Falcon. I wonder how fast I could build that. That is something I've always been curious about. I know some people say it's a big build, but I mean, I'm pretty confident, man. I'm like a master builder. You know how they build things in the Lego Star Wars games or like the Lego video games? I build like that. As I'm clearly not building like that. Oh man. Okay, so put that boy on there. Boys coming together. Okay. So, take this boy. Maybe I should start calling them some girls, maybe so I don't make people feel left out, you know? I'll take this girl. And then we take this girl boy, girl. And then we slide that in there. Oh, I don't know if I want to say that. That's strange. Then we slip it in there. Boom. Snap. Alright. Round 2. Let me just do this. Snapped on there. That was a nice little snap too. Alright. Snap that on there. Snap that on there. Slide that in there. And shabushki. Shein. Now we got 2 of those. Now we take one of these boys. We slide them in the back. Do that twice. Take one of these boys. And slide them in the back. Man, I will say this set does have some pieces that I've never seen before, or like are really interesting. It's interesting to me because Lego has a lot of these new pieces that they've been using, or they've been creating for these sets. I'm wondering, like, later down the road when Lego becomes more, keeps growing and stuff, I wonder what will change with Lego. That is a curiosity of mine. Nope. I did that wrong. Not here. Right here. Okay, and then we put this boy here. And we put this right here. Oh, and this boy's blaster actually goes on here. That's really cool. And so then this boy can sit right here. Oh no, his blaster came out of his hand. Actually, let me show you this before I start putting them in. But this is our little speeder bike right here. Pretty cool, ain't it? It kind of looks like a little speedboat. When I was younger, I used to have Legos that were boats, and I would try to put them in like pools and stuff, and try to make them float, you know. It's pretty sick. Oh, it looks like we missed one of the backs of the jet troop. Nope, we just have an extra piece. Do be doing that though. Alright, so we've got all these extra pieces. Look at this, wow. Man, I love having little extra pieces. It's pretty cool to me. Alright, so we'll take those extra pieces and throw them in our spot. Here. Let's go to our extra spot. And this right here is our extra spot. You can see some really old sets in there, or just small ones that I don't display. But yeah, so let's take these little boys, show them off. Yeah, ooh, blaster bolts, and then whoop, get in there. There we go. Boom. All right, that is our extra spot, and that is the Sith Trooper Battle Pack. She's pretty cute, ain't she? And she is pretty awesome. I'm glad to have added these boys. These are gonna be pretty cool minifigures to have one day, you know. But with that, we are on to the next one. So, next on our list, we have the Mandalorian pack. Here, let me move our light closer so you guys can see it a little better. Focus in, Shabooski. Oh, the Mandalorian was such a great show, man. It was really awesome. And I am so glad that they made a pack, so I could just have a few of those cool little Mandalorians that were flying around at the end of the season. Spoiler alert, whoops. Not too much of a spoiler alert. I mean, honestly, if you're a true Star Wars fan and you haven't seen The Mandalorian, catch up, man. You are behind. There are great things that you are missing out on. So, this cute little booklet, sheath in. But, looks like we have some cool little pieces right here. These are the visors and little connectors that they actually created for the Clone Wars. It looks like they've modified them a little, but those were really cool pieces. I love that they added those when they were making those clones, because they're important, man. Alright. Gotta love those helmets and armor pieces. Again, this battle pack seems very focused on just the troopers, really. We got some cool little capes, and yeah, they're all capes. There's no shoulder capes or whatever. So, this boy. Boom, we got instructions to build all of these Mandalorian. Wow. They're pretty fancy, my man. Alright, so they all seem pretty particular, at least with who goes where. So let's try to organize them a little. Here, we'll put them up here so you guys can see them a little better. Zoom in too. Snap. Snap, crackle, pop. Alright, and then we got pant legs. I gotta figure out which one goes with who. Pant legs. Okay, this one looks like it goes with this boy. This one's probably here. This one goes with this one. It's a little strange, but it makes sense. And this one. This is the only boy that doesn't have any markings on his pants. Wow, he must be poor. I'm just kidding. It's interesting though that they decided not to include that with his guy. We got all these helmets. I mean, honestly, it'd be cool to kind of like just hang these up as without the people in them. Just make them kind of cool little armor packs. I had an armor stand or something. Oh, and of course they give us the black heads. They don't want to. They could care less about what they are underneath, which is pretty cool. I mean, honestly, it makes sense for these Mandalorians. They seem to be very. They don't have much of an identity beyond who they are being these Mandalorians. So, okay, these capes are really cool. I'm gonna have to say that they're really skinny, so they're not like any other regular Lego capes. So that's pretty interesting on its own already. Okay, so this boy has a brown cape. Yes. So let's pop that brown cape on there. One of the things I always loved when I was younger about these capes was like if I could put it on a Jedi with one of those hood caps. I mean, those were pretty cool. I don't know, hood cap, maybe hood headgear. I don't know what you call it. Maybe you probably have a better name for it than I do. Okay, so we just pop that in his. Nope, that didn't work. Pop that in there. Can we do that? Okay, yep, there it is. It's in there. And there's our first Mandalorian. Let's showcase each of them separately because they're really pretty cool. Okay, that's enough of that. So there's one. Boom. So we got pants, torso. This boy has the black cape. It's interesting to me that they all have capes. That also, I'm curious why they didn't give any of them jetpacks, you know? Because it seems like a lot of them had jetpacks in the TV show. It was just the it was really just the Mandalorian that didn't have his. Oh yeah, I'm gonna showcase his jetpack. All right, here she is. Boom, cute, fresh. That looks like one of the female Mandalorian helmets with the way the visor is made. Okay, this one looks a lot like Jango Fett, at least with the color scheme. I mean, of course, Jango Fett's color scheme is a little more navy of blue rather than this. Would you call this cyan? Maybe cyan? I do like the blue with the green cape. That is really cool. But also, this boy doesn't have any headgear, and I want to put on this. He's pretty cool without it, but I want to really put on this little visor, so I'm going to do that for him. There we go. Check that out. He's pretty cool looking. I like it with the gray on his suit anyways. Oh, we can flip it up too. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool one. Okay. Now, brown boy. Brown cape, brown pants with no markings at all. Maybe he's a newer Mandalorian. Maybe he doesn't have quite as much, you know. But his mask is pretty cool, I have to say. There we go. Oh no, he fell. I guess we should make these blasters. Snap. Make sure that you're in focus. You guys can see. Snap there. Yeah, but as much as these stud shooters are pretty cool, I mean, like, I do wish they would just stick to making the blasters. I mean, maybe they can make the original blasters with the shows and the films and try to emulate them. I would love that, but we can't always have the things we want. With that song, you can't always get what you want. That one. You know that song. Shkoom. Alright, so onwards and upwards, baby. We are now building the here, we'll keep our little Mandalorian boys here, but let's build right here. Okay, so we have this boy, along with this boy. Shoo. Then we have a snap, crackle, pop in there. It's only one brick, but I said snap, crackle, pop. Pop, not crock. Oh, wow, I'm losing my speech, y'all. But, okay, this is an older Lego piece. I know I've seen this one quite a few builds. There we go. Hiding underneath another piece. Trying to get away. Can't do it. You won't get away from me. I'm the master builder. Okay, so next up we got this dude. Snap that in there. Pop that in. And where the heck do you go? Let's see what's going on here. Oh. I say I'm the master builder, and yet here I am not making master build moves. Alright. Boom. Then we got two of these boys. Snap them on there. Snap. Snap. And then, oh, this is interesting. Got this really long one. These are really interesting to me, these pieces. And then we got another one, so it shows kind of the wear and tear. Where is this point? Yeah, so like the Mandalorians, at least in the TV series, aren't really. They're not living with much wealth. They're scavenging, doing that bounty hunter work, trying to make it through, you know. And snap. I always love it when they put the side pieces on, you know. This is a really cool design thing that we do. Okay, next, snap that on there. Snap these boys on there. I really like these new pieces. These ones right here that looks like ventilators or something like that. There you go. Those are pretty cool, at least in my mind, my eye. Okay. I didn't even need to look at directions. I knew that we'd do it on the other side. Sometimes I'd be doing that. I jump ahead and then realize, oh, I didn't need to jump ahead there. Got these little flag pieces. Okay, then we put these blasters. Ooh, the blaster boys go inside. All right, this is that interesting design where the back looks like the front, because the back is like, yeah, see, like the back looks like the front because the front is skinnier and the back is wider, so it's like this way it would look like kind of like a fighter jet, but this way it looks more like kind of Star Wars-y. I don't know. You guys should go look at there is a YouTube video about how they built. I some car company that my mind is not thinking of right now, but they built this special vehicle for not the Last Jedi, the Rise of Skywalker that they put in the final cut of the film, and it was some of the Star Wars designers and the designers of vehicles, and they tried to make a fancy looking vehicle from the future, you know. Oh, and there's another little cosmetic thing making it look like it's older. I definitely put this on the wrong side, so let's flip that up. I broke it. I'm never building again. No, I'm just kidding. Let's fix that. Okay, so I mean, of course I can vary it my own way and make it different, but where's the fun in that? Okay, snap that boy on there. Snap, crackle, pop. Snap this duty on here. And then the little angled piece, Anglo-Saxon, Gar-Saxon, Mandalorian, Imperial, Darth Vader. Sometimes I just be saying things, y'all. Okay. So, snap that on there. Snippity snap. Put that on there. And then we put another little angle piece right here. Snap this boy for the handlebars to this cool looking bike. I'm gonna say interesting. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Snap her on there. Oh, didn't snap her on there. There she is. Put our cool little hood piece on. Using the motorcycles. Snap this piece. Shoop de whoop. Shoopity poop. Scoop de shoop de poop. Alright, so now there is our speeder bike. It's pretty cool looking. Put some of those boys on there. But now we have this cool little landscape piece. I never know really how I feel about the landscape pieces because they're kind of cool, kind of weird. They're not weird, they're just, you know how it is. Or do you? I don't know. Hopefully you do know how it be. It be like how it be, you know? Do be. See, I was surprised because I thought there was going to be... It looked like there was not a lot of pieces left, but then again, I really wasn't looking. This shows, though, that if you don't have a lot of pieces, you can still build a lot of really cool things. So if you ever are feeling inspired and you feel like you don't have a lot of pieces, do not worry. You can always find pieces. Alright. Snap that in here. We can throw on a lot of these angle pieces everywhere. Make some like rock formation / debris cover. Boom, boom, boom. Snip, snap, snap. And you know, whenever they give me some of those extra debris covers, I always like to just slap them on there, because you know, why not? Oh, this was intended for them to put their gun down, so let's take that off. And then let's try to put this stacking something. That's pretty cool, right? And there's the little debris area. And maybe so we can put the gun right here. And this boy is the one that's standing right here. Let's put his arms up so he can fit in. And blast away, buddy. Pew pew pew. And then we'll put up blasters in each of their hands. Snap that in there. Snap that in there. That guy looks pretty cool with his little visor on there and his cape flying. That's actually really awesome right there. And let's just stick his blaster. There's a little holder right here. Put it like that. And boom. So we got our extra pieces / blaster bolts. Slide those to the side. That's the other thing about these blasters. They are heavy as hell. They make these guys fall over all the time. Okay, so let's take a look at them. Let's take a look. And there they are. Let's name these dudes. We got Yegor, Hans, Johnny, and Alfalfa. I don't know. But yeah, these are our boys and gals, our Mandalorians, and they're pretty cool, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Alright, let's put our extra pieces right in the extra piece bin. Extra pieces? The extra piece bin. Here they go. Into the darkness. Quite literally, because my light doesn't cover there. Alright. Alright. So, this has been another fun video for today. I hope you guys are having a safe and fun time in quarantine. But just remember that everything's gonna be okay, and we just have to keep going strong. As our boy Winston Churchill liked to say, keep on keeping on. Very simple statement, but it's very important, because what matters is being able to keep going when things are tough. When you get tired, when you're exhausted, when you feel hopeless. Something that Star Wars has taught me is always have hope. And it's something that they toss around quite a bit, especially in Rogue One. But hope, because without hope, you don't have a lot of motivation. So stick on to that hope. I mean, the first film is called A New Hope. And it is important to hold on to that hope. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching me build them. I don't know if you really care, or it's fun just to hear me talk about them, or fun to see these builds, like maybe ones you don't get, ones you don't have, maybe you can't afford to get them. That's cool. But I do appreciate that you're sticking around and enjoying these videos. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and don't forget to subscribe and keep following for more interesting entertainment. I don't really know what this is, but I hope it's entertaining. It's fun for me, so thanks for being that for me. And with that, peace be out. Peace be out. Farewell. Fare thee well. Also, happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Alright. Peace.